We've caught and filleted our panfish, and today we're going to show you an easy recipe for panfish tacos. Today we're going to be doing a pan-seared crappie taco with some local spices, a cabbage slaw, and a beautiful mango salsa. I happened to look behind us while we were setting up and found these beautiful wild leeks, or ramps as they're called. They're in the onion family, and we are going to add them to our fish tacos today to add that wonderful springtime flavor. We're going to start by cutting our cabbage for our slaw. And I have here my Rapala fillet knife, and this is fine to use for this. Really what I want to do is just take my time, just slice nice pieces. You don't need to go super fast when you're filleting or cutting of any nature. Really what you want to do is just be precise, because there's no need to chop super fast. We're chopping some cilantro now for the slaw, and we just want to take the knife and add it right in. Some nice chopped cilantro, a pinch of salt, some nice olive oil, and a little bit of white wine vinegar. You can use regular vinegar, red wine vinegar is fine too, just to get a little bite. Just take your spoon, just mix that up and let it start marinating a little bit. We have our crappie fillets, and we're going to put them in our mixing bowl and take our North Woods blend spice mixture from Penzeys Spices and just sprinkle it over the crappie itself, just enough to coat it. Take our tongue, just mix the spice mixture over the crappie itself. With pan searing, you want to make sure that you have high heat and a really solid pan. Today we're using a cast aluminum pan from Nordic Ware. And we have our oil heated up really well, so now we're going to just start dropping our fillets in and getting them started. You know you got the oil hot enough when you hear that sizzle. We have our fillets in, and we want to leave them on the heat until you can see the edges of that crappie starting to brown on the outside, and that's when we'll flip and add those ramps that we foraged earlier with some nice unsalted butter so we can control the seasoning. Now we're going to make a little space for our ramps that we foraged earlier. Pour those right in and add the butter. Just stir that around until the ramps cook. We have our corn tortillas here that have been toasted off, and we're just going to add a bit of the fillets to each taco. And this is a meal for 2 people just off of 3 or 4 fish, which is wonderful. All of our great seasoning, the fish, make sure everything gets some ramps. And next, we're going to take a mango salsa that we've bought from Lund's. Now you can make this yourself just as easy with a few ingredients. And last but not least, that slaw that we made earlier with the cilantro and cabbage.